What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another live Q&A. Only be with y'all for about an hour today, man. Wow, man, a lot to get into. Man, my LSU Tigers are the national champs, man. We beat the Clemson Tigers 42-25. We do it in New Orleans. In the college football special 150th season, we are crowned the national champs. Parade going on Saturday, man, in Baton Rouge, over there on campus and everything. Just what a time, man. What a great time, to be an LSU Tiger fan. Just big moments, man. It was just, getting down, falling behind 17-7, and then just seeing this team, pick up the pieces, not panicking, and going out there and responding, man, and absolutely getting the job done, yo. Just what a game, man. What a performance. National champs, man. I mean, you can't get better than that, man. I'm so proud of this team. I'm so proud of Coach O. I'm so proud of Jambalaya Joe Burrow, Joe Brady. Hey, shout out to him. I just seen that he actually just took the offensive coordinator job of the Carolina Panthers. So, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, I wish him well. You knew that was coming. I mean, the guy was amazing this season. So, Steve Ensminger and Coach O, we're going to have to figure this thing out, man. But yeah, Dave Aranda, who nobody really was talking about like that, came out there, man, and just came up with a great defensive game plan, to make things a little tough for Clemson. The players played well. The crowd was amazing. That's a tough team we beat, man. That's a tough team with a great coach and a great quarterback and a great defensive coordinator, that we went out there and we got the victory over, man. So, this is a real big accomplishment. Like I said, the one bad thing out of all this is Joe Brady gone. He took the offensive job for the Carolina Panthers, which like I say, it stings, but at the same time, you understand that that's gonna happen, yo. When you come in and you call plays like that, and you get the team like putting up just crazy records everywhere. A coach, and honestly, I think it's a good spot for him. I know the Carolina Panthers don't really have a quarterback yet. We don't know what's up with the Cam Newton situation. We don't know what's up with that we know they got Christian McCaffrey, who is a big time player. Matt Rule, I think it's a good spot. He going in with a college coach and Matt Rule over there to Kansas. The the Carolina. So it's a good spot for him. I wish him well, man. But today is a day of happiness, man. LSU Tigers are national champs, yo. Let me get to everybody. What's up, Abel Torres? Fly Eagles fly. That's right, man. Good game by Burrow. He's going #1 overall. Yeah, he is, man. If anybody had any doubt of him, going into last night's game, the legendary performance he had last night, and also, I mean, my good, he had 60 touchdown passes, man. That's crazy. And like playing in the SEC, but yeah, shout out to him, man. He going to the Cincinnati Bengals, and I knowing him, he going to embrace that challenge, man. Him being a guy 2.5 hours away from there. I wish him all the luck, yo. What's up, Kelly Thomas? Appreciate you tuning in. Joe Brady left. Yes, he has. The news broke just about 15 minutes ago. Joe Brady has taken the offensive coordinator job for the Carolina Panthers, yo. So yeah, he's gone, man. It's like it stings, but at the same time, you knew it was coming. Like, you knew, and I mean, I wouldn't expect him to turn on an NFL offensive coordinator job to stay in college. I wouldn't expect that. Just like I wouldn't expect a top prospect to return to school another year when he could go to the NFL and make major money. So yeah, Joe Brady is gone. We're gonna have to figure that OC. We got Steve Ensminger, but we're gonna have to find another young gun or somebody to come in there. What's up, Tiger Raven 18, 2018? Congratulations to LSU, man. Y'all deserved this win yesterday. Hey, I greatly appreciate it, man. And you've been a great sport all season, yo. Hey, y'all gonna be back, man. Trust me, Clemson ain't going nowhere, man. Dabo is a great coach. Trevor Sunshine Lawrence is back another year. Justin Ross is back another year. E10, I don't know, maybe he go pro, maybe he come back, we'll see. And they got, as of now, they got a great recruiting class coming in. So, Clemson ain't going nowhere, man. Y'all ain't got nothing to be ashamed of, man. It just was LSU's year, man. It just was our year, yo. What's up, Lenny D? Appreciate you tuning in. Fly Eagles fly, but hate to see Burrow possibly going to Cincinnati. Yeah, I think he gonna be it's interesting because we actually play Cincinnati at home next season. So Jambalaya Joe will be going up against our Eagles next season, which is gonna be pretty interesting. But I mean, I don't know what's the situation. I think AJ Green is a free agent. I don't know if he's gonna stay there or go. But I mean, they got Joe Mixon, they got John Ross, they got Tyler Boyd, they got this guy Tate. They're gonna have to. They're getting that offensive lineman they drafted from Alabama, #1 back this season. They got pieces on offense to work with, yo. They just gonna have to solidify this offensive line, and the coach gotta, do a better job coaching. But the fact that he's from Ohio, man, I think he gonna do okay over there. What's up, the Sand fam? Appreciate you tuning in. What about Brady? Yeah, he gone, yo. He gone. He just accepted the offensive coordinator job for the Carolina Panthers. To go out there with Matt Rule, who just got that job. We had to see. I know it sucks, and I know a lot of people gonna be down and be disappointed. But at the same time, man, when people want to take like coaches out of your program, that means your program is doing good. You look over there at Alabama, like Nick Saban has Kirby Smart and Jeremy Pruitt, all these what's his name? Diabo, whatever his name is. Their offensive coordinator from last year was the offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills this year. You gotta keep it rolling. I mean, the guy was amazing, but we gotta put our minds together. The positive is Steve Ensminger is back. And Steve Ensminger did, he had something to do with that. He may not have had as much to do with it as Joe Brady, but Ensminger has something to do with that. And he's back. So we're going to have to find another guy, whether it's within the program or whether we go back to the Saints again and get another young guy over there or wherever. We're going to have to, it's a big job, man. We're going to have to find a guy that could come in and keep, obviously we're not going to have as prolific, of an offense next year that we had this season, even if Brady was back. I mean, that was just legendary. But, we got Jamar Chase back. We got Terrence Marshall. We got Thaddeus Moss. We got this freshman, Eric Gilbert, coming in who's supposed to be big time. So we'll be all right, man. One thing Coach O has shown is that he's going to go out there and try to hire the best people he could possibly hire. So it stings, but at the same time, hey, this guy, you had to know it was coming, man. I mean, you can't sit down and we can't sit here and expect him to pass up an opportunity to go to the NFL at 30 years old. Yo, he's the youngest coordinator in the NFL. What's up, Conru girl? Appreciate you tuning in. Hey, Mr. Dugai, can you share your thoughts on the fake Stephen A. Smith take on a lack of consideration for black head coaches? That's a great question, yo, and I'm glad you asked me that. Honestly, I think it's ridiculous. When you look at a league that has 32 head coaches and you have 3 African-American coaches, like, no disrespect to what's his name, Stefanski, that just got hired by the Cleveland Browns. No offense to Joe Judge, who got hired by the New York Giants. no disrespect to those guys, man. Or you got a guy like Cliff Kingsbury last year. A lot of these young, really unproven, coaches, especially Joe Judge. He was a position coach. When you got guys like that getting jobs over a guy like Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy is the offensive coordinator of the Kansas City Chiefs. This guy, I know a lot of people gonna say, "Oh, well, Andy Reid, calls the plays most of the time and this and that." Well, I tell you what, Dougie P is the head coach of my Philadelphia Eagles, and he led us to a Super Bowl. Matt Nagy is the head coach of the Chicago Bears. Now, granted, I know they didn't have a great year this year, but last year they was in the playoffs, and I think a lot of that has to do with Trubisky and not him. You know what I'm saying? When you look at guys like, Pat Shermer, he just got fired, but Pat Shermer got a head coach, multiple head coaching jobs. Brad Childress back in the day. And then when you look at the other side of the ball, Sean McDermott is the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. Ron Rivera is the head coach now of the Washington Redskins. John Harbaugh is the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. It's been proven that head coaches under the Andy Reid coaching tree has had success in the NFL as head coaches. And to say it's only 3 of them, man, which, like just like what Stephen A said, Mike Tomlin, especially, people didn't want to give him the credit he deserved. But this year's show to have his team in playoff contention with basically nobody's out there. You know what I'm saying? When you look at Anthony Lynn with the Chargers, it was a rough season this year, but the guy was in the divisional round last year. And, Brian Flores, who basically had an organization that gave him little to no talent, and he knocked off my Eagles, he knocked off the Patriots. And they accumulating a lot of draft picks in their future. If they hit on their picks, it looks pretty bright. And to say they're the only 3 guys that got head coaching jobs, I think is absolutely ridiculous, especially a guy like Eric Bieniemy. He should have gotten one of these head coaching jobs, man. I get it. Mike McCarthy, I get it. He's won a Super Bowl. Matt Rule, he's the hot college coach that's willing to make the move to the NFL. I get it. But, Kevin Stefanski, what? No, over Eric Bieniemy, I just, especially, considering a place like Cleveland with guys like Beckham and Landry, and Baker, they need discipline over there, man. It's like, and Andy Reid, all these head coaches have a disciplined, background. So I think it's absolutely a joke. And unfortunately, that's how it is now. Hopefully that changes, but something needs to be done and brought up about that, man. What's up, Gold Black and Gold? Appreciate you tuning in. We just lost Brady, but we're gonna be good. Yeah, like I mentioned, a lot of these great programs, they lose top assistants. That's when you become a great program. You can't keep your offensive coordinator for 25 years. You can't, Dave Aranda is eventually gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep him there. So yeah, what we're gonna have to do is just with Coach O, I have confidence in him. He's proven over the years that he's gonna go out there and hire the right people for the right positions. So positive is also Steve Ensminger is still there. Like I said, Joe Brady is brought in the scheme, and he's gotten a lot of the credit. He was the Brawls winner, but Steve Ensminger has learned a lot of it. Steve Ensminger has a hand in this too, and he's still there. So we're gonna have to bring in another guy, whether it's from the Saints or any other NFL team or is within the program. But I have all the complete confidence that Coach O is gonna go out there and hire the right guy, to be on his offensive staff to replace Joe Brady. But I wish him all the best, man. I mean, you can't expect the guy to stay when he's 30, had the season he's had. He's not going to be hotter than what he is right now. And all people, I can say all, but most guys, inspired to get promotions, and he's going to the Carolina Panthers. It's a good situation for him. I wish him the best. What's up, Cowboy X Factor? Appreciate you tuning in. Hey there, Mr. Dugas. Congrats on the win LSU Tigers got last night. Hey, I greatly appreciate it, bro. Go Tigers, man. I love it, man. It was a definitely exciting night, man. I apologize on my post-game video. I know I was extremely worn out, man. I was tired. It was a long day. Game got over extremely late too, man. So hopefully I could do better with y'all today talking about the game. I know I yawned quite a bit on that video. If Joe Burrow gets drafted by my division rival Cincinnati Bengals, he might rule the NFC North next season. I don't know about next season, but I think eventually he has a chance to have those guys as a real contender in that division. I know he had a bad ending and people going to question him, but Lamar Jackson is still there, but Baker, we'll see. I think he will end up being better than Baker. Pittsburgh, Ben is getting up there. So yeah, it's a chance, but I just think, Cincinnati gonna have to get a little more personnel around him, to help him thrive a little more, yo. What's up, Tigers fans? 024. Hey, Mr. Dugas, go Tigers. Hey, go Tigers. I love it, man. National champs, man. I'm gonna have to get me the hat, man, pretty soon, too. I love those championship hats, man. What's up, Sir Nando 27? Gonna be good off season for both college and NFL. Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be very interesting. Like I said, for LSU now, it's finding a guy to go along Ensminger, to call these plays. Or maybe Coach O just leave it all to Ensminger. Feel like Ensminger learned enough from the Brady in that system, and maybe Coach O leave that spot vacant. Who knows, but it's gonna be interesting. We got National Signing Day coming up in less than a month now. Spring games in a couple of months. And as soon as the Super Bowl is done, you got free agency, preparations for the draft. It's a good time, man. Football definitely will be great for the off season. What's up, Trayvon Holloway? Appreciate you tuning in. Great win with LSU yesterday. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I love it, man. I enjoyed every minute of it, man. I love the fact that we got down and we fought, the team that we beat, the quarterback we beat, the coach we beat, the fact we done it in New Orleans. It was just absolutely amazing, yo. What's up, Mary Martell? Appreciate you tuning in. Congrats, LSU fans. Hey, thank you so much, yo. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it, yo. It's a blast. It still feels surreal that it's been 12 years. I had this feeling back in 07, but it's been 12 years. So I'm definitely glad we got it done. This Sanders, I just left campus. I didn't hear anything about that. He gone, yo. Like, he gone, man. He just took the job. It was like it happened about, 10 minutes right before I came on. I seen that Joe Brady took the offensive coordinator job for the Carolina Panthers. What's up, Big Red 318? Nick Saban was trying to recruit last night. I think Nick came to the game because he still loves LSU deep in his heart. I don't know. I'm sure he still got, care for LSU. LSU is based. I know he had like Michigan State and stuff like that jobs before he came to LSU, but he became like Nick Saban, once he came to LSU, and he helped turn LSU around, and LSU helped, build his name up a little bit. So I'm sure he still got care. I mean, he still, deeply recruits in Louisiana. So, it wouldn't surprise me if he was out there trying to recruit and get some guys from around the way to go to Alabama. What's up, RC Cowboys Hendricks? Good luck, poor Eagles fan. Good luck with what? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I think, let's see. What's up, Quintarius Johnson? Appreciate you tuning in. You think my Ducks have a chance of making college football, playoff next season? I mean, y'all are losing Justin Herbert. You're losing a couple of them offensive linemen who are very, very good. I don't know, man. We'll see. Obviously, we'll see. The Pac-12, I don't see no team in the Pac-12. Y'all just won the Pac-12. So I don't see no team in the Pac-12 that's just like looking ahead the next season that's just a prohibited favorite. So if Oregon goes out there and wins the Pac-12, and obviously you're gonna know that you're gonna believe the SEC, whoever wins the SEC is gonna be in. You could pretty much, unless there's just a catastrophic injury, you could pretty much pencil Clemson back in that next season. You could pretty much pencil Ohio State back in that next season. So basically, it's out of the Big 12 winner and the Pac-12 winner. And if Oregon goes out there and runs the table, have only one loss, they got a chance. If they would have beaten Arizona State this year, Oregon would have been in the playoff over Oklahoma. But yeah, they got a chance as long as they handle their business. They got a chance. Now I don't know. You may know about this better than I do. I don't know who's the quarterback that's going to be the heir apparent to Justin Herbert. I'm not even 100% sure who LSU quarterback gonna be next year. We assuming it's Miles Brennan, but we not 100% sure. We still waiting on to see who gonna be the OC. But yeah, if they got a shot, especially in the Pac-12. It's about time for the Pac-12 to break through and get in the playoff too, man. They've been losing these bad, like that Oregon Arizona State loss was a bad loss this season for them. Even though I don't go Amazon, I'm excited for the Philadelphia Eagles documentary. Hopefully I can YouTube it, LOL. Yeah, I'm curious to check that out too, man. Whenever it comes out, man. Well, I think it's out already, huh? I'm gonna check it out, man. I seen a little bit of the Carolina Panthers one last season. So I definitely want to see this out and check out, what the players was like, behind the scenes and things of that nature. What's up, 49ers? We trust. Appreciate you tuning in. 49ers versus Packers. Who you think is gonna win? I'm gonna go with the Niners, man. I actually picked Minnesota against them last week, and I've stuck my foot in my mouth. So I'm going to go 49ers, man. I know a lot of people believe that Aaron Rodgers, he's great. He could go over there, get it done. I just think the 49ers are just too physical for them, man. I thought Minnesota with their pass rushes and their ability to run the ball could have, and the depth of Diggs, and I ain't gonna say depth because there's really only two good receivers over there. I think the 49ers at home will take it, man. I'm looking at a San Francisco, Kansas City Super Bowl. What's up, Paul Jacobson? Appreciate you tuning in. Congrats to LSU. Hey, I greatly appreciate that, yo. Greatly appreciate that. Feels good to be the champs, man. My Ravens play your Eagles in Philadelphia next year, and I might take the Metro train from Baltimore to Philadelphia. I might go to that game. Yeah, I've seen that. We got y'all and Cincinnati at home next season. This should be an interesting game, man. And yeah, if you can, you definitely should go check it out, yo. It'll be an exciting game, man. Lamar Jackson versus Carson Wentz. You should, yo. That should definitely be like a big time matchup next season. What's up, Title Man 24? Appreciate you tuning in. What's good, bro? Hope you enjoying your evening. Hey, I am. I am, yo. Winning this national championship. Like I said, got a little bit of a blow finding out Joe Brady is gone, but winning this national championship is amazing. Something that they can't take from us. It's something we're gonna wear going into next season. I love it. I absolutely love it, yo. Let's see. What's up, Big Daddy KB? Appreciate you tuning in. Mr. Dugas, without Joe Brady, do you think LSU still have a chance to go back to back? It's gonna be tough next season, man. I'm gonna try to be honest. It's gonna be tough to go next season. Not just without Joe Brady, without Jambalaya Joe also, yo. We losing him as well. It's gonna be tough. But we got a tough road, man. We're gonna have to play Florida on the road. We're gonna have to play A&M on the road. We're gonna have to go to who else? Somebody else we got to go on the road play. I know we get Alabama at home. We got Florida, Auburn, and A&M. We all got away from Texas at home. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, man. But You never know, man. It's gonna definitely be tough. Do we have a chance? The fact that we have so much talent, we do have a chance. But for me, it's all about who we bring in, to do the to help Insmingle with the play calling, and most importantly, who comes in at quarterback? If it's who comes, is it Miles Brennan? Is it the transfer? Is it one of these? Is it one of these freshmen come in and take the job? Is it Peter Parrish? And obviously, they're not gonna have the type of season Jambalaya Joe had this year. Like, we just cannot expect that probably ever. I mean, he threw 60 touchdowns, but it all depends on the quarterback position, man. We still got Jamar Chase, got Terrence Marshall, some young talented running backs, Thaddeus Moss, another really really talented freshman tight end coming in. It depends on quarterback play. Right now, if I have to bet, I would not pick us to go back to back next season, just being realistic. But obviously we could still have a great season, but it all depends on the OC hire and the player, the quarterback position. Let's see. What's up, the Daytwan Davis? Apologize if I said it wrong. Appreciate you tuning in. Congratulations to LSU from your Heat bros in Las Vegas, yo. Hey, I greatly appreciate that, my brother. Greatly appreciate that. It feels good, yo. And let's go Heat, man. We gotta stop losing these road games to these bad teams too, man. That's starting to get a little frustrating, yo. What's up, Brandon Reeves? Appreciate you tuning in. What up, Mr. Dugas? With LSU winning the national championship last night, where would you rank this 2019 team? I would say top 5. That's a great question, man. Man, obviously I'm not old enough to remember like teams in like the 70s and all that other stuff. In my lifetime, some great teams that I remember are the 2001, 2002 Miami Hurricanes, with Jonathan Vilma, Andre Johnson, the late Sean Taylor, and all of those guys. The 2005, 2006, Texas Longhorns, with Vince Young and all those guys over there, the 03, 04 USC Trojans, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, the 08, 09 Florida Gators, man, with Tim Tebow, and all those pros over there. But for me, in my top 5, man, you see, it's like, do you go if we're gonna go most talented, obviously we'll go like probably the 01 Miami team or the 09 Florida team. But for me, as far as just what you've accomplished, I say this is number 1 in my book, man. When you just talk about the top 10 wins, all the records broken, you had the Heisman Trophy winner, the Coach of the Year, the Biletnikoff, the Jim Thorpe, the best offensive, I forgot the name of the award, but the best offensive line, the Brawls Award, scoring the most points in a single season in college football history. Your quarterback throwing for the most touchdown passes in college football history, having the most touchdowns accounted for in college football history. I think did he finish with the high? I ain't seen nobody talking about it. I know he had more incompletions than normal last night. Did he finish with the highest completion percentage? I have to look that up. I know he had it going into last night. I don't know if he finished with it. When you consider like just the wins against top 10 teams, a team to beat all 4 teams to start off the season, preseason number 1, 2, 3, and 4. In my book, this is the best. It's in my book, this is the best. This is the best team, that the most accomplished team that I've ever seen. Like I said, it's some great teams that I remember, but in my book, I put it number 1. Let's see. Since football coming to a close, what you looking forward to for basketball? Well, for the NBA, obviously is my Miami Heat, number 3 in the East. We got to stop losing. I'm starting to get frustrated with them because they've lost to like I think 3 straight games on the road, 3 or 4 straight games on the road to teams that's way below 500, which is just extremely frustrating, but just seeing how they finish off and then moves and improvement we make with that. I ain't really get into them yet. I'm gonna start tonight, man. With football and everything going deep, I didn't get a chance to, get into LSU basketball. They 3-0 right now in the SEC. Got a game tonight against A&M, which I'm gonna do my first. Well, I think I did one against VCU, but I'm gonna do my first LSU post game video tonight when I check out the A&M game. Looking forward to seeing them. They look like a team that should make the tournament again. Don't know if they're quite as good as last year, but they should make the tournament again. And just overall, man, in the NBA, seeing who Lakers or Clippers, who do their thing in the West, come out of there. You would assume the Milwaukee Bucks gonna make it out of the East. And in college basketball, man, like this thing is wide open. Like, there's no dominant team this year in college basketball, man. There's no real superstar in college basketball this year, unlike last year and the last, previous years. So this a season where maybe you could get like a mid-major team with a lot of veterans that could come out there and make a run and win the championship. So, I'm curious to see how that go, yo. But basketball should be fun, man. But I will miss this football season, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. What's up, Chandler Hodge? Appreciate you tuning in. What's up, that boy Joe Burrow? Cowboys all the way next year. Texas A&M winning the Natty next year. I was with you till the last couple of points of your statement, man. Yeah, Joe Burrow, something nice. No, I don't see no Cowboys all the way next year, and no, I don't see Texas A&M all the way next year. Now, I do think Texas A&M will be better next season. I think they will be kind of like what Auburn was this season, a team that people kind of slept on coming into the season. But their schedule not gonna be as hard. But they're gonna get LSU at home. But they'll be better. They'll be better than they was this season. But national championship, nah, I won't go there. And doggone well I ain't going there when it comes to the Cowboys. 49ers ain't winning, Packers taking this Super Bowl. I mean, we'll see. They got a shot. I mean, they dead. They got Aaron Rodgers, they got Devontae Adams and those guys. They could win, but I just think the 49ers are just too physical, man. Then with their guys back on defense like Ford and LSU, players Quan Alexander and Thorpe back. I think, I just think they're too physical for Green Bay, man. I just see them getting after Rodgers a lot in this game, but we'll see. Let's see. The Dallas losers ain't going anywhere again next year. So talk to him, Lenny D, man. I don't. There they go. That's the thing with these Cowboy fans, man. Every year they think they about to do something, knowing they ain't did something since '95, man. What's up, young Noel? Appreciate you tuning in. Yo, hey, what's good with you, yo? Eagles need Chris Richard as next DC Texans choke. I'm not even gonna respond. That's one of the most dumbest things I ever heard, man. The same Chris Richard who Dallas let go. The same Chris Richard who got guys like DeMarcus Lawrence and Jalen Smith and Byron Jones on his defense, Michael Bennett, Robert Quinn, and yet the defense was just giving up yards and points all over the place. Man, please. Please, man. What's up, Braden Hudson? Appreciate you tuning in. What's Sam? Have you talked about my Titans yet? No, I haven't, yo. Titans going to the Super Bowl. You sleeping on us, man? Come on. I'm gonna say this, man. Great accomplishment by the Titans, man. Great accomplishment by them, man. Getting to this point. I didn't see it coming. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't. I am glad that they caught their head and benched Marcus Mariota. I would argue with Titans fans in the past, telling them that I don't think Marcus Mariota is very good. And it's turned out to be that way. Derrick Henry is an absolute monster. Trust me, as an LSU fan, I remember that 2015 game, which basically gave him the lead for the Heisman. I remember that game. That guy is amazing. I know their defense is playing well. Vrabel is doing a great job as a coach. But I just think that Kansas City has too much firepower, to be honest with you. This is not the Patriots with, a pedestrian wide receiver core. This is not about the Baltimore Ravens, though they was 14-2. Lamar Jackson isn't quite complete polished yet as a passer, and I don't think he has enough wide receivers, honestly. This is Kansas City. This is Patrick Mahomes, man. This is Andy Reid. This is Tyreek Hill. This is Micah Hardman. This is Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, Damian Williams, and this is Arrowhead Stadium, man. I don't see Tannehill getting away with throwing for under 100 yards this week, yo. Tennessee, which I know they beat him in the regular season. Shout out to them. That was a good win. I remember looking at that game. But I just think it's over for Tennessee this week. But at the same time, this is something really that they could build on, and I think they should be proud of how far they've come. Big shout out for Jimmy Johnson making it to the Hall of Fame 2020. Yeah, I'm gonna say this, man. For all you Dallas Cowboy fans, y'all know that I don't like y'all from the bottom of my heart. I can't stand y'all. But I think it is very, very well deserved that Jimmy Johnson is going into the Hall of Fame. And it actually made me feel good to see that, man, to see how choked up he got. And to even see how choked up Troy Aikman got seeing that, man. Honestly, I enjoyed seeing that. That guy, for me, he's the reason the Dallas Cowboys was relevant in the 90s. Well, technically it was Barry Switzer, but Jimmy Johnson put that team together. And your owner wrongfully let the man go because he didn't do it. He didn't get all the credit for it, which is the reason today why I believe the Dallas Cowboys won't never win anything as long as Jerry Jones is owning that team because of how wrong he did Jimmy Johnson, yo. So yeah, great moment, man. Well deserved. I think he's a great coach. Dallas, y'all would have had more Super Bowls if your crazy, selfish, egotistic owner didn't run the man out of town, yo. Texas need to fire Bill O'Brien. I mean, I don't think they fired a man. I mean, y'all got to the divisional round, but I will say this. He looked horrible. He did a horrible job against Kansas City. So I absolutely understand the frustration. Like, you right there, you got the Chiefs on the ropes, man. You at the 12 is 4th and 1. Put the ball in big game Deshaun Watson hands, man. If they stop him, they stop him. I could see if you was up like 3 possessions and 3 possessions and a field goal, make it a 4-possession game. You know what I'm saying? But 21-0 to 24-0, that's still 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. Like, you got to put that game away, man. Like, go try it while they was reeling and didn't know what hit them. Go put the game away. Now you giving them some confidence, feeling like they done something by holding them to a field goal. Then you're going to do just the absolute dumbest and most idiotic play call I've ever seen in my life, man. Calling a fake punt up 24-7 on your own 30-something yard line, and it was 4th and 3. And you asking a safety who's not a running back. It ain't like that's Taysom Hill back there. You asking a safety to get 4 yards, man. Like, that's just, and you put that offense who just went down the field, scored, bam, 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 bam. You put them basically in plus territory. Like, that was just idiotic. So I absolutely understand why you would feel that way. I don't think it's going to happen, but I understand why you feel that way, yo. What's up, Houston, UGK? Appreciate you tuning in. Well, now what's good? Hey, man, just enjoying this national championship for my LSU Tigers, yo. Just a tremendous game, a tremendous moment, man. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I really enjoyed it, yo. Wait, what the schedule's out for next season? Well, the opponents are. We don't have like the actual schedule. That'll come out like, I think like a week or so around the draft, but you can see who you play next season and where you play them. All the opponents are out. Matter of fact, the Eagles play the Saints in Philly next season. For the record, man, I'm looking forward to that matchup, yo. So, yeah, you can see every team could see who they play at home next season and who they play on the road. Now, the actual schedule as far as which week you gonna play, where the Monday night, Sunday night, whatever, all that comes out. I think like right before the draft. Let's see. It's hard to beat a good team twice. Like I don't know who. I guess yeah. I don't know who you're talking about. LSU from 15-0 to 4-4. Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, the next OBJ and Jarvis. LSU is not going 4-4 in the SEC next season, man. Like you could forget that. Like that's just hating. You know, Auburn on the road will be tough. You know, their quarterback will be more experienced. Florida on the road will be tough. Alabama obviously is always tough. A&M on the road will be tough, but LSU is going to win at least one of those, maybe two, maybe three of those games. Like LSU ain't going 4-4 in the SEC next year. You could cut that out. Yes, I saw your reaction video after the game Saturday. LOL, keep up the good work, man. Hey, greatly appreciate it, man. I greatly appreciate the support on the channel from you and everybody, yo. The Eagles got to draft a speedy wide receiver, and hopefully we can land Robbie Anderson if he's a free agent. I agree, and Robbie Anderson is a free agent. I seen today that we actually considering Hines Ward as our wide receiver coach, who was coaching with the Jets last season, who obviously knows Robbie Anderson very, very well. It could possibly be a package deal. We could possibly get Hines Ward in to be the receivers coach, and also I definitely do believe we getting Robbie Anderson. I will be surprised if Robbie Anderson doesn't come to the Philadelphia Eagles next season. When you consider the fact he played at Temple, which is in Philly, obviously. When you consider the fact that he's a free agent, Philly was very interested in him, but just didn't want to give up that compensatory, draft pick to them when you could just sign him outright next season. So I think he's coming, man. He's a young, dynamic speed receiver that, catches a lot of balls. I think we need him and another receiver too. I don't think we need to just sign him and call it a day. I would like to sign him and draft one of these big time. This is a very, very deep wide receiver draft too. So if we could sign him and draft another rookie, I think we'll definitely be better next season, yo. You saw Xavier Woods on Skip and Shannon today, said Cowboys will be in the Super Bowl next year. Tim Tebow or Joe Burrow. No, I did not see Xavier Woods on Undisputed today, and just like his fan base, he's delusional. Like, and Tim Tebow or Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, man. Tebow was great in college. Tebow was amazing. But man, it's Jambalaya Joe, man. Like he threw 60 touchdowns, man. 60. And Tebow never went undefeated. Like he lost, well, the year he won the Heisman, he actually lost, I think, like 3 games that season. But the year they won the championship when he was the full-time starter, they lost to Ole Miss at home. And obviously his senior year, they lost to Alabama in the SEC championship game. But I mean, Jambalaya Joe threw 60 touchdowns, man. 60. Like, I'm going Jambalaya Joe. It ain't even close to me, honestly. Hopefully our next OC and wide receiver coach see that J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is an Alshon Jeffrey type of receiver and not a slot receiver. Mike Groh and Carson Wentz failed to develop J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. I hope they do, man, because obviously I know we stuck with him because he was a second-round pick just this season. Me personally, I'm very critical of him. I sincerely hope I'm wrong, but honestly, I don't think he's very good. I just really think that's gonna go down as a bad draft pick. He may have moments here and there, but I think it's gonna go down as a bad draft pick. But hopefully you're right, but some of that does got to fall on Mike Groh and Carson Wentz, because that's what I think especially done the receiver coaching is you didn't develop this guy. To be with all the injuries to the wide receiver position, is no way that, which I'm glad he did, shout out to him, but there's no way that Greg Ward Jr. should have had a bigger impact on the passing game than your second round pick. That should not be happening. So hopefully this new receiver coach that, like you said, that we bring in can develop him or at least get the most out of him. Because right now, honestly, I've lost faith in him. Now I know he's gonna be back next season, with a chance, with a chance to start. They're gonna give him a chance to, because I'm assuming, which you never know. I'm assuming we let Alshon Jeffrey go. I think that would be the right thing to do, but who knows? I understand that if we do release him, that we're gonna have to swallow some dead money. But JJ Arcega-Whiteside, who is somebody that I'm critical. I just don't think he's very good. But hopefully, like you say, the new receiver coach could come in and get him right. Cowboys need Grant Delpit. Eagles need Justin Jefferson. I agree. Grant Delpit, I must say, if Grant Delpit, and it's a chance it could happen. It's a chance. If Grant Delpit ends up with the Dallas Cowboys, I think that's a perfect fit for him. He's going to do great over there. With Mike Nolan calling the defensive plays, his style of play, how he's a jack of all trades. And Dallas fans been trying to sell me on what's this guy name? It's Jeff Heat for all these years, and I've been telling them this guy is terrible. Like, they need a safety. And Grant Delpit, I was getting nervous, honestly, last year when there was talks that they may trade for Jamal Adams. I was getting terrified. And I'm gratefully thankful that they didn't end up getting him. But Grant Delpit definitely would be great for them. And I would love Justin Jefferson for the Eagles too, man. To come in. Obviously, Nelson Aguilar is gone. Gregoire played well. He deserves a chance to compete, at least compete for the slot position. But I would prefer an outside guy. To go in there and compete with JJ Arcega-Whiteside for an outside receiver position. But if we could go in there and get Justin Jefferson, that would be amazing also. I still can't stop remembering a number 16 UMBC team upsetting a number 1 Virginia team in the 2017-18 March Madness playoff. Yeah, I remember that also, man. I remember it was a Friday night, and I remember looking at the thing like, whoa, like, and they didn't just beat them, man. Like, they dominated that game, man. I know Virginia was missing DeAndre Hunter, and shout out to them. They shook back from that and came on and won a national championship the following season. But yeah, this is that type of year. I'm telling you, like, I'm about to get into college basketball a little more now since the college football season is over. But I'm telling you, like, I don't see no dominant team in college basketball, man. I know Gonzaga. This is a year that maybe Gonzaga could finally break through. Mark Few could finally break through and win a championship. Gonzaga is a pretty good team. I like how I watched that Baylor-Kansas game. I think Baylor got some athletes over there. But none of these teams are dominant. None of these. You got Duke losing to Stephen F. Austin. You got Kentucky losing to was it Evansville or something like that? Like, it's no dominant team. It's none. It's a team where it's a year where I think you can have one of these Cinderella mid-major schools or a Gonzaga finally break through and win it all. Or you could have, a bunch of upsets in the early rounds. It's that type of season. So I'm looking forward to really diving into college basketball now. Like, I've had an eye on LSU, but I'm going to really get into LSU basketball now. What's up, Tori Lazarus? Appreciate you tuning in. What's going on, Mr. Dugai? Do you know the refs were calling a fair game across the board? Or are you like me, it was more one-sided with calling the penalties against LSU for right at 150? I thought the refs did solid last night, man. It was a couple of questionable calls that went both sides. I felt like the interference against Fulton on his interception was bogus. I felt like, honestly, for Clemson, I felt like the offensive pass interference against Higgins was not a great call. But besides that, man, I don't really remember something outrageous that I seen that I'm just like, oh, how you gonna do that? Like, I don't really recall getting mad with the officiating last night, man. I think they made 2 questionable calls, one on each side. College football does need to change this targeting rule, man, because it's getting ridiculous. Now, granted, it's a flag what the guy from Clemson did, but for the NCAA, man, to make these officials, and it's not the officials, it's the NCAA, because they only doing what they're told to do. For the NCAA, man, to make these officials throw a young man out of a national championship game for something that was not maliciously intended is absolutely ridiculous, man. Like, that guy from Clemson should not be thrown out of a national championship game for that hit. Now, granted, you should have two different types of targeting. You should have a targeting that's strictly a 15-yard penalty, like that last night, and you should have targeting that gets you thrown out like the guy from Oklahoma did to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That was vicious and mild intent, and he should have got tossed for that. You know, think about Devin White last year against Mississippi State when he got to miss a whole half against Alabama. You know, and you think about Grant Delpit against UCF where he get thrown out of the Fiesta Bowl against UCF. You know, I remember when Miami, the first game, that guy from Miami getting thrown out. Like, that's just ridiculous, man. They need to do something about that. Derrick Henry, the best running back. Eagles need brand new defense. He's the best. He is the best as far as running with the football running back. You know, I won't call him the most complete back, you know, because he's not much of a threat. You know, I know he catches a screen here and there and gets going, but he's not much of a threat in the passing game. But, you know, as far as like old school, giving the ball to a running back and telling him go get some yards, he is like right now the best at that, yo. And as far as a brand new defense, I mean, I don't know about all that, man. I think we okay with Schwartz. I think we need to upgrade the cornerback position. I think, and we may need to start getting younger at safety. Where I think we need to start looking whether did we do it this season or another year or two. We need to start looking at a Malcolm Jenkins, Rodney McLeod replacement. We need to start looking into that, and we need to upgrade the cornerback position. Besides that, man, we all right. Marcus Mariota is better than Carson Wentz. You stupid. Top 5 pick, Bengals, Joe Burrow, Redskins, Chase Young, Lions, Andrew Thomas, Giants, Ohio State, Jeff Okudah, Dolphins, Tua. I see that. I agree with that. I think that's extremely accurate. Yeah, that sounds just about right, yo. That sounds perfectly accurate to me, yo. Let's see. Wentz or Burrow. Ooh, you gonna go there, huh? You're gonna go there, right? You just gonna have to go there, huh? Let's see. Well, right now I'll go Wentz. I mean, Wentz had a MVP type of season in the NFL already. You know, like, I know there's durability questions with Wentz, but I mean, Wentz already had success in the NFL. Like I say, he had an MVP type of season, and he just led a team to the playoffs. I go Wentz, man. But I absolutely love Burrow, man, and Jambalaya Joe. I really do. But right now, I rode the quarterback I have, yo. Which college basketball conference is the best from your view? I would traditionally, like how I feel about the SEC in football and baseball. That's how I view the ACC in basketball. But I don't know. Like, I know there's Duke. Man, this season it's tough this year, man. This year, man, I'm gonna probably say, like, usually I say every year, usually the ACC. I like the Big Ten this year. I think this year the Big Ten is the best conference in basketball this season. But most years I'll say the ACC. Relax, as we as Dallas Cowboy fans will win the Super Bowl next year. Ain't no pressure in the East. Okay, why don't you bet something on that? Why don't you bet something valuable to you, or bet money or something valuable that to somebody that if the Dallas Cowboys will win the Super Bowl next year? Why don't you do that? Then we'll find out how you really feel about that prediction. What's up, Mustafa Zayal? I apologize if I said it wrong. Appreciate you tuning in. What do you think about the Jets? I don't like their coach. I don't like Adam Gase at all. I think that I know they ain't gonna do nothing about him this season. I think for them to go where they want to go, they're gonna have to eventually move on from Adam Gase. I like Sam Darnold a lot. I think Sam Darnold is definitely a franchise QB. I'm still kind of iffy about the Le'Veon Bell fit over there. I like Mosley when he's healthy. I love Jamal Adams, obviously, not just being an LSU guy, but I think he's just a great player. Um, you know, they got work to do, but they got the quarterback. They got a quarterback in place, and they got a great safety. They just gotta, like I say, I think eventually they're gonna end up with a different head coach. like, but you know, I love the quarter. I like the quarter. I say I love him. I like the quarterback a lot, and I love the safety. You know, they played well at times this year. But you know, I think for me, whenever they get a new coach, I could really, really evaluate them the way I want. Right now, I don't think they do too much, man. Without a coach, yo. What's up, Michael? Morin? Apologize if I said that wrong. Hey, Mr. Dugas, what's your reaction to the latest Antonio Brown news? Also, congrats to your LSU Tigers. First off, I'm gonna say thank you and appreciate it. For as far as for LSU, man, greatly appreciate it. Big time season. I'm definitely satisfied with the national championship, man. Been 12 years coming. As far as Antonio Brown, man, obviously, like I've said, man, the guy has issues, man. Like he, you know, social media is his world, and the problem is with people like him, man. All they need is an audience or somebody to agree with them. And apparently, from what I'm understanding, on his, you know, he on his the situation with his kid's mom and the cops and all that was embarrassing. But he's trying to he in his mind he's the victim. And as long as he has these couple of thousand people on his Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, agreeing with him and making him feel like no matter what he does, he's a hero and they love him, you're gonna continue seeing things like this happen. You know, I don't know if it's mental illness, I don't know if he's a narcissistic or however you say that, but basically the problem with him is, you know, these people on social media are hyping him up and supporting him, and he's gonna do bad things, and as long as they're giving him support, he's gonna continue to do them. And that's why, you know, it's hard to believe that he's gonna get back into the NFL anytime soon. And it's unfortunate because he's such a great talent, you know, for that to be wasted on nonsense like he's pulling. But all right, y'all. Sorry, I gotta go, man. Gotta go a little early today, man. But greatly appreciate everybody once again tuning in, man. Sorry if I didn't get a chance to get to your question and comment. As soon as this video posts to my channel, feel free to go on the video in the comment section and ask the question I didn't get to answer, or leave a comment that I didn't get to respond to. And as soon as I get a chance, y'all, I will get to answer your question and get to your comment, yo. But once again, man, greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. It was fun. It was a blast. Over the weekend, I'm gonna try to go live, man, for you know, for the championship game Sunday, the Titans Chiefs and the Packers 49ers. I'll let y'all know, but I plan on trying to go live at halftime for those games. But man, just thank everybody once again, man, for tuning in, man. It was great. Stay tuned for the videos throughout the week, man. Stay tuned for the potential lives for these championship games Sunday. And I'll talk to y'all, Lord willing, same time next Tuesday, man. Appreciate everything. Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers, man. My LSU Tigers are national champions.